Family. So we're reading 1 Samuel 22. So far, we know that David is on the run. We know that he's running to uh, the priest Ahimelech. We know that he's running to King, um, was it Hagag? Akish? No, King Akish. We know that he played like he was losing his mind in front of him in order to escape him and his crew. And so now we're at 1 Samuel 22, David at the cave of Adullam. Adullam. So here's the other thing, family. Again, we're reading this because they're streaming a movie, The House of David. Um, we're going to finish reading First Samuel, and then we're going to be done for now. Amen. And I believe that's, let me see, how many? Yeah, 31. 31. Amen. So let's go. First Samuel 22, David at the cave of Adullam. So David left Gath and escaped to the cave of Adullam. Soon his brothers and all his other relatives joined him there. Then others began coming. Who were in trouble or in debt or who were just discontented until David was the captain of about 400 men. Later, David went to Mizpah in Moab, where he asked the king, "Please allow my father and mother to live here with you until I know what God is going to do for me." So David's parents stayed in Moab with the king during the entire time David was living in his stronghold. One day, the prophet Gad told David, "Leave the stronghold and return to the land of Judah." So David went to the forest of Hereth. The news of his arrival in Judah soon reached Saul. At that time, the king was sitting beneath the talismanic tree on the hill of Gibeah, holding his spear, surrounded by his officers. "Listen here, you men of Benjamin," Saul, Saul shouted to his officers when he heard the news. "Has that son of Jesse promised every one of you fields and vineyards? Has he promised to make you all generals and captains in his army?" Side note, family, don't forget Saul is crazy. Okay? Saul has been turned over to a complete depraved mind. So he's paranoid, he's accusing everyone, he's got anxiety, depression, all of it. 8 said, "Is that why you have conspired against me? For not one of you told me when my own son made a solemn pact with the son of Jesse. You're not even sorry for me. Think of it, my own son, encouraging him to kill me as he is trying to do this very day." You see, family, David's not trying to kill him. He's trying to kill David. Amen. Then Doeg, the Edomite, who was standing there when Saul's men spoke up, "When was I? When I was at Nob," he said, "I saw the son of Jesse talking to the priest Ahimelech, son of Ahitub." Ahimelech consulted the Lord for him. Then he gave him food and the sword of Goliath, the Philistine. King Saul immediately sent for Ahimelech and all his family, who served as priests at Nob. When they arrived, Saul shouted at him, "Listen to me, you son of Ahitub." What what is it, my king?" Ahimelech asked. "Why have you and the son of Jesse conspired against me?" Saul demanded. Why did you give him food and a sword? Why have you consulted God for him? Why have you encouraged him to kill me, as he is trying to do this very day? But, sir, Ahimelech replied, is anyone among all your servants as faithful as David, your son in law? Why, he is the captain of your bodyguard and a highly honored member of your household. This was certainly not the first time I had consulted God for him. May the king not accuse me and my family in this matter, for I knew nothing at all of any plot against you. Side note, family, once again, that is in Saul's mind. Nobody's plotting against Saul. Saul is trying to kill David. Amen. 16. You will surely die, Ahimelech, along with your entire family, the king shouted. And he ordered his bodyguards, kill these priests of the Lord, for they are allies and conspirators with David. They knew he was running away from me, but they didn't tell me. But Saul's men refused to kill the Lord's priest. Did y'all hear that? That's just how crazy Saul is, though. Saul has no regard for God, no regard for anything holy. Saul has completely lost his mind, and the Lord has completely removed himself from Saul. Yes, yes. And when we finish reading about this family, we will go read a little bit about Saul's beginning. We should have started that um, before we read this, but since the movie started at David, that's what we're doing, starting at David. Amen. 18 says, then the king said to Doeg, you do it. So the king's men wouldn't do it, family. But then the king said to Doeg, Dog, I think that's how you pronounce that. You do it. So Doeg, the Edomite, turned on them and killed them that day. 85 priests in all sit wearing their priestly garments. Then he went to Nob, the town of the priests, and killed the priest families, men and women, children and babies, and all the cattle, donkeys, sheep, and goats. Only Abiathar, one of the sons of Ahimelech, escaped and fled to David. When he told David that Saul had killed the priest of the Lord, David exclaimed, I knew it. When I saw Doeg the Edomite there that day, I knew he was sure to tell Saul. Now I have caused the death of all your father's family. Stay here with me and don't be afraid. I will protect you with my own life, for the same person wants to kill us both. Amen. 23 tomorrow, family. Much love.